Hey everybody, it's Ambazar. It is about 2 in the morning, and I'm about ready to leave the house to go to Everfree Northwest. Being the genius that I am, I decided to get a flight at 5:30 in the morning, because the next early morning flight, that was at 7:30, would have been $200 more expensive, because I bought plane tickets at the time when they were the most expensive. So great planning all around. I am extremely excited about this Everfree Northwest. One of the many reasons is because it's going to be the first convention that I'm actually going to blog, because it's the first convention I'm going to where I'm actually a content creator. There's a ton of people I'm looking forward to meeting and or seeing again, and yeah, I'm hoping I sleep on the plane ride there. I'll probably check back in with you guys at the airport. We'll see. But, yeah. Hopefully I don't die of sleep deprivation before we hit Seattle, because I've gotten about a crisp 45 minutes of sleep last night. So, if I don't manage to sleep on a plane, this is going to be rough. There's the flight that I almost got. Doesn't depart until 7:30, but that would have been an extra $200. Almost feels worth it at this point, with how tired I am. About time. Are you gonna go? Are you gonna go?
No, it's the car.
So, finally made it to Seattle, and guess who's here?
What's up?
It's Mr.
B. What's up? How's it going?
Alright, so, flight. First one was alright, it was just an hour. Second one, pilot tried to kill me. It's pretty bad when you're about to land in Seattle, and then the pilot says, hey, it's actually a nice day, so we're going to try a different landing. That's legit what he told me. And then he banked the plane all the way to the left, and the cabin pressure just vaporized. And I got one of the worst headaches of my life, so I consider myself lucky to be alive, much less here. And, yeah. So now it's just getting out of this airport and heading to Everfree Northwest. is. ACRacebest.
Hello. How are you? How can you increase your income as a business? I got out armed robbery. First response, some lady in the crowd, raise your hands! And that was the time I knew I was not amongst like minds. Then people chuckled and laughed, but first they had to have the stick in the mud. Raise your hands! Running
Oh
joke.
my god, it's probably gonna get us out of you guys.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
We're missing Race, though.
Yeah, we all
Race will be adding his camera, but at some point, I feel like there's going to be like this Inception.
It's called.
See, I hope you all will like cross-reference your videos to see if you can catch each other in every shot.
Absolutely not. That is more effort than I'm willing to put in.
Weeks in advance.
Hey everybody, Ambazar here, and you're gonna have to excuse my appearance because I'm about as tired as I've ever been. Day 0 is done. Got to meet some pretty awesome people, and really just so much going on. And the convention hasn't even started yet. Probably the busiest Day 0 I've ever had. It's kind of weird to come here and have multiple people know who I am. But it's been pretty awesome. So I'm here at the hotel. You got my good buddy, Mr. B.
What's up? Yes, sir.
And so we're just chilling. I'm not sure what he's going to be doing tonight, but I think I'm just about done. I am just about tapped out. So I think I'm going to pass out, and we're going to see what the convention brings tomorrow. Good morning, Bellevue. So today marks day 1 of the actual convention. I'm over here with Mr. B again.
What's up?
So we slept pretty good. Okay, well, I can't speak for him. I slept pretty good for the first time in like 4 days, which is nice. And so today is when all of the panels and all the convention activities actually start. So we're going to run to one of the 40,000 coffee shops in Seattle real quick, get some breakfast.
There's actually 50,000.
You're right. How could I forget? So yesterday, I didn't get a whole lot of footage. I actually ran into a whole lot of people, but everybody was busy trying to check into their hotel, so I didn't have time to pull the camera out. So hopefully, I'll have a bit more to show y'all today, because yesterday was just kind of day 0, showing what everything's going to look like, hanging the banner and all that kind of stuff. So this is where it gets real good. Alright, so we found a small coffee shop, relatively close to the convention, and it's kind of sad because there's no Bronies here. But it's also nice because we can actually get some without waiting for 30 minutes. So, yeah. It's really good. We're just kind of chilling, drinking coffee, eating something, and we're about 10 minutes away, less than that, from the convention starting, so we gotta hurry.
Good morning, Everfree Northwest 2022! How are y'all doing today? Let's try it again. How are y'all doing today? Nice. It is so wonderful to see everyone here. My name is Sybil. I am the chair for Everfree Northwest 2022. Joined here by...
I'm Button. I'm the vice chair for Everfree Northwest. I'm so happy to see you guys all here.
It's so great to see you. We've got a wonderful weekend planned for everybody here. As you know, this year marks our 10th birth anniversary, believe it or not.
We are going to bring on our first VIP guest. And first up, we have the voice of Pinkie Pie and
ceremonies just concluded. I was walking around, and look who I found. A wild Taylor Bowe.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Isn't it crazy just how often you meet people here?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like, you know, it's only just day one and you're interacting with so many people throughout the weekend.
It's crazy.
It's absolutely bonkers.
Yeah, I heard this guy's pretty famous for being a fan of Sunset Shimmer, was it?
I think so, but I think her name actually goes by Starlight Goodnight.
Close enough. You know, they're so similar.
Almost in some sense.
They're handing out free stuff.
Why not, dude? Got a rainbow dash?
The spirit of rarity is strong in here.
The only, I can't remember, I told this while I set up, and all of a sudden, I'm like, wait, what are they doing? Oh, this isn't community guest stuff. I had no idea I was going to be called up, so that was real nice of Scott to give me this hat. I know Saber's jealous that I got a hat.
Yeah, good on you.
Yeah.
I even want a hat.
You might get magic.
What's that?
You might get magic.
I can cheat. I can't get my own hat. I'll buy my own hat.
What I didn't do, so you hit record?
Yep.
I forgot to do that when I landed.
Oh, it's the best when I'm recording my videos, and I do like a 30-second take, and just nothing.
Nothing.
So I found this guy outside of a panel.
You did.
Yeah, he was wearing a hat that said Pillar of Equestria or something.
Yeah, that's fine. Right there.
Yeah, and for some reason, Saber didn't like that hat. He just saw red.
Yeah, he's jealous. It's normal of him to be jealous of me, and this was just another case of jealousy on SaberSpark's behalf.
Well, of course.
It's what I do.
And I have to get a little mushy here because the conversation we had at HarmonyCon, I don't remember if you remember it or not.
Oh yeah, talking about getting YouTube started.
Oh yeah,
right?
and I mean, at this point, you know, I just passed 650 subscribers last night. It's been such a crazy journey. That wouldn't have started if I hadn't had the conversation with you, Paleo, and Silver Quill.
That's so cool.
Like I'm about to have to go bother him about it.
Yeah, go bother him about it, and keep watching Ambazar's videos, because who knows what's going to come out of this head.
Well, I mean, you heard the guy.
You heard the guy.
Favorite contributions. I think my favorite contribution that I ever got to do was probably, oh man, it's so hard. Probably Forest Rain on Chris.
So, I've just been to a few panels. I went to the Semi-Perfect Podcast panel, which you probably just saw me talking to Race. And then I went to Drummer Shy and Whirlwind's drumming panel, and then I went to a Jackbox panel with TaylorBoweMcardle. And so now I'm going to head down to the vendor hall, and I'm about to make some very irresponsible financial decisions. Here's the vendor hall. It is messy. Yes. So, I'm done with the vendor hall. I actually didn't buy much, which surprises me. There's 2 more days though, so that can easily change. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to wait for some friends to get out of panels they're hosting, and I'm going to bother them, which is something I excel at. So, let's see. So, I'll probably try and check back in after that. Alright guys, I'm back in the hotel room, and you'll have to excuse my horrible mask beard. But, yeah, I ran into Taylor Bowe again, Namii, some pretty awesome people, and I didn't film any of it, because I am an imbecile, and I was more focused on getting pictures. So, baby's first con vlog. I'm gonna have to figure this stuff out. I'm trying to get footage of stuff that'll be entertaining for you guys. But I came here to the room, I ate something, I'm a little bit refreshed, and now I'm going to go to the Bronies Racked panel. I'll try and get some decent footage of that. Maybe if I'm willing to wait around for a few years after the convention's over for the meet and greet, I might see if I can get some very familiar faces on camera, so we will see. But yeah, it's been a pretty crazy first day, full of some ups and downs, gotten to talk to some pretty awesome people, so hopefully it keeps up.
I guess outside of like when school teachers would be like, all right, everyone pair up, and you're like,
I actually about that.
So, ever since I started creating content, which is why I'm holding this, I've noticed I've gone back to a lot of videos I used to watch with a different outlook. Because it used to be, oh, this is so cool. Now it's, oh my gosh, this must have been a nightmare to make. And so watching Bronies react, I wanted to ask you, what are some of the most, as far as like editing the episodes, what's some of the worst ones you've had, or like one of the ones where you were making it and you're just like, oh my gosh, this is never gonna end?
Honestly, the actual editing process usually is not so straining. Well, I say not so straining. I'm used to it by now. But it's the process itself. Since I signed myself up for it, I think the mentality alone going into it is like, all right, let's go do this. Sometimes it's daunting just to start. Like, just knowing I have this huge project ahead, and it's like, all right. But once I start, the wheels start rolling. The bigger issues, and I'm trying to remember. I can't remember which React this was, but I've had two problems before. One was copyright related. Where I was like, like I have to work around this now. That's never fun. So those, like trying to edit things to the point where YouTube's like, okay, now you're good. You used one last second of footage. Now you're great. And also, there was one time where I had I had lost the editing file. I forget if I had a hard drive go bad or something at the wrong time, but yeah. So I was like, I had already kind of like begun. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to start over. That was the worst. I was like, oh no.
I've done that with recording before.
It's
like,
terrible.
Yeah, because I recorded for like an hour and I was like, I recorded on the wrong mic.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So that would probably be my answer to that. The actual editing process, like the most daunting ones are the ones where you have, a lot of people in for the movie reacts, because those ones are longer than our typical ones. And then we usually have more people. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, I have 20 hours of footage just from Gabe. And it's so yeah. But yeah, I've always found just like getting started, that always helps kind of alleviate the pain of looking at what I have to do. It's like, just jump in and start doing it. So, yeah.
So basically you're telling me to stop procrastinating.
Stop procrastinating.
Okay, thanks. I needed that. So I found something pretty interesting here in the vendor hall. Mr. Littleshy.
Hey, how's it going?
Could you tell us anything perhaps about this juicy r/place video that you've been making for a while?
Yeah, it's in the works. Hopefully, if I'm speedy about it, it might even be up before this vlog is, depending on how quick you are about it.
Oh, really?
But yeah, the r/place video is gonna be my biggest video yet. It's over an hour long.
Oh my gosh!
It's got tons of footage. Here at Everfree, there's an r/place panel. I'm hoping to include some footage from as well. So it's gonna be big, that's for sure.
That's crazy, because I know you said it's been quite a project as far as the editing is concerned.
Yeah, I keep finding new stuff to add, new stuff to modify and improve. It's practically never ending. I have to stop myself from editing at one point.
Oh yeah.
Once I'm at the end of it, at least.
Yeah, we have the opposite problem. I'm not necessarily known for my speed when it comes to upload, so you'll probably have yours out first.
I guess it's the race then, huh?
Yeah, but maybe if I'm lucky, then the 4 people that'll watch this will have an inside scoop.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. All right. So I keep running into people in this vendor hall. I have the president of Glimmer Gang, Mr. TaylorBowe. So now I have a very important question for you.
Now what's that?
Would you like to list all the reasons for us why Twilight Sparkle is a better character than Starlight Glimmer?
No.
Alright, so Bronies React panel is done. I went to the vendor hall where I saw Littleshy and TaylorBowe, which is always nice. And so now I think it's just a matter of waiting game and finding a way to occupy myself until Ponystock starts. So time to go kill some time. Alright, so I shouldn't be surprised that it happened this way, but apparently my version of killing time is going and eating. So I figured I'd use that as an excuse to show you guys the Hyatt Bellevue Sky Bridge that connects this building to just about everything else on the planet, including a full-scale mall. Yes, and the airport will be attached in a few months. But yeah, we are going to go get even more food. This is starting to become restaurant con for me. Yeah, it is. Food con, there we go. Yeah, with a bill to match. Yes. So I might check in while we're eating, and then eventually I'm going to try and get some premiere footage of Ponystock. Cheesecake Factory.
You gotta do a zoom in on this guy. Be like, eating dinner with PrinceWhateverer?
Well, no, I mean, I already tweeted that, so that's redundant at that point.
you gotta like a clickbait, you know?
Yep, this guy literally just rocked an entire concert venue, and now he's taking me to Cheesecake Factory. What a legend. What's up, guys? It's Amby here. I'm back at the hotel room, and I feel terrible, but I'm sure you can tell just by looking at me here, but I am insanely tired. I am tapped out, and I don't think I can do any more Ponystock tonight because I have to stay up until all the concerts are over tomorrow night for Loophoof, which I am looking forward to, but if I'm going to be doing that, I'm going to need to get some sleep tonight. Because, you know, I'm a ripe old man at the age of 23, and I can't stay up all night like I used to. So I'm going to go ahead and tap out, and hopefully we'll start this on the right foot Saturday. It's only been one actual day of Everfree Northwest so far, but it's been insanely fun. Got to talk with everybody, got to have dinner with PrinceWhateverer, which is pretty awesome. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. It is a beautiful, overcast Saturday here on the Sky Bridge, and I am going to get some coffee before I embarrass myself today. I actually just ran into Forest Rain. She was with Roland. I was talking with Roland for a full 5 minutes before I realized Forest Rain was right next to him. So I embarrassed myself in front of one of the most legendary Bronies musicians of all time. How's y'all's morning going? Alright, so back on the Sky Bridge going the other way, as you can probably hear from all the cars passing underneath me. Planning for today is a bit weird. I have a bunch of people want to do a bunch of different things, so I'm going to have to see how that plays out. The first thing I'm going to do is go to the Riffing is Magic panel. So after that, we'll see where everything stands.
Yeah, it's very menacing.
Years ago, I had to work on a farm, but now I'm 3, and I owe it all to Jesus.
So right after the Riffing is Magic panel, ran into someone special.
It's me, I'm SaberSpark.
Alright. Now, all I ask is that you answer this question honestly, because you're not going to offend me. So, have you watched any of the videos I posted?
Which of the videos did you post?
Ambizar right here.
Your name's familiar, but I have just the worst memory of all time.
Well, I post some pretty obscene creations on your food posts for Semi-Perfect Podcast.
I know Race has brought your name up before. What did you create? Refresh my memory.
Basically, I plagiarize Race. I do how Bronies reacted, and then I do MLP at 10 seconds.
Yep, now it's coming back to me. Yeah! Because it's making sense now.
Well, that worries me because if you've seen any of my videos, you've seen me call you a furry a couple times.
Probably not if you're lame.
He is a furry.
Says this guy.
So walking around the vendor hall, I'm just now realizing how awkward that interview with SaberSpark really was. I think I didn't anticipate how nice of a person he was, and so I told him to answer honestly, and he kept reaching so hard to try and figure out who I was, and I wish I kind of just told him before it started. It's like you're not gonna know who I am. I have 600 subscribers, but he was just too nice, and that made it stretch out a little too much. So, dang it, Saber, why do you have to be a good person? So I'm walking around the vendor hall again, making bad financial decisions, and I just saw something amazing. Absolute unit, and just a detail. Sir, what's your name?
Bronies.
Bronies. If I may ask, how much was this massive Luna plushie?
Too much.
Too much.
Yeah.
That is the golden answer.
Running about 2,000 all said and done.
Oh my gosh. You can say whatever you want about Bronies, man, but we are devoted to our obsession. Look at that.
That is cool.
Alright, thank you, sir, for letting me film that. I'll try and... Unbelievable. So I'm here at the autograph table. I have a very important message for Vincent Tong.
Subscribe to Amazar.
You better subscribe to Amazar.
I mean, you gotta subscribe to Amazar right now. Yeah, if you subscribe to Amazon, you get a free donut. You gotta give donuts. And yeah, I mean, if I had a cutie mark, which I don't, it'd be something that looked like Amazar. And yeah, who's this Amazar guy? Hey, get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here!
Alright, so I don't have time to give a long explanation, but I just waited about an hour to get Andrea Libman's autograph, and now I am late for Hooves line. So, I've spent an ungodly amount of money today. Is it worth it? Probably not. But here in a few months, I'm going to do it again anyway.
Nicholas, at your seat. Go.
You want that? You can't have that.
Was it you?
No, was it you?
I thought it was me.
How'd you finish it?
Well, I got.
You know like ketchup?
Look, I got.
Do you know like mustard?
This isn't the question case.
Is it not big enough for you? It is the exact size that fit in your mouth. Put it in your mouth.
Everyone
loves
my apples,
pies.
You
eat
everyone.
Now
I give
you
apples on
pears. All right, stand up.
Oh, I think that my legs.
So let's just sit down. No, sit, sister. Sister, sit down on the sister.
So
Sit down on the chair.
Let me get a good vantage point here.
Sit down. Show us what's done, sister. You've been in the room for 1,000 years. You should not sit down on the chair by now.
Oh, I understand now. Thank you, Luna. The school to learn some magic, and I ran back, and it was really tragic. I tried to learn everything I could, but it wasn't good. No, it was no good. There's a lot of things in life that make me glad, but the number one, I want to be a dad. There was a glitch, and Mom said I can't. But look at me now, I am pregnant!
Princess Zip and new boyfriend, Princess Pip, lip syncs all of her performances.
I hate that they just can't stick to one story,
Right?
you know?
Dating and lip sync. I just don't finish my name, darling. Thank you.
It's beautiful. Well, it's gotta be beautiful. It's okay now.
What do you think my husband's going to say when he sees my hair?
Probably the thing that they all say.
What?
It's morbid time.
So Hooves line is done. That was pretty fun. They always kill that. I'm going to go back to the hotel and probably change. And then I'm going to the Renegade stage to see my good acquaintance Scratch Cat play. Then Silver Quill has an after the fact panel that I want to attend. And I think after that, I'm pretty much done until the late night performances for main stage where Loophoof and Aphex Sky are going to play. This is the room across from us. I approve.
Scratch Cat.
Hopefully you guys have the energy right now to do this. Let's do this.
Oh, that's dirty. So I just got out of Scratch Cat's concert, and yeah, it was awesome. I have a feeling she's going to be on the main stage before too long, but she debuted a brand new album, so it was pretty awesome. So now I guess I'm heading to Silver Quill's panel, and then I think I'll have some free time after that, so I might eat something, because I was about to say I don't eat very much at these conventions, but that's a bold faced lie. So, wow, this lighting is really weird. I just got out of Silver Quill's After the Fact Live. That's the first time I've actually gotten to go to one of his After the Fact Live panels. I missed it at HarmonyCon earlier this year. And for fair warning, this might be, the next 30 seconds might be just me shamelessly simping for Silver Quill. But he probably won't ever see this. It's not that embarrassing. It's crazy to me how he's so analytically minded on top of just being like straight up intelligent. He's extremely well read. And I really like the reviewers that can make me think of episodes and themes and stuff like that in a way that I don't necessarily think, because, you know, I'm not the kind of guy to deep dive into stuff like that and review it. I'm the guy to make jokes about it. So it's really cool. I feel like the only Brony who's even gotten close to like the analytic level when it comes to themes and messages and stuff like that is DigiBrony way back in the day. So I absolutely love Silverquill's content, and of course, you know, if I happen, the one person who watches this video who isn't subscribed to Silverquill, like, go see that, because I don't think anybody does what he does on his level right now. Unless there's just somebody I'm blatantly not aware of. So I think I am going to get some food because there are no panels for a little bit that I'm really interested in. So, well, except for Taylor's Blood Hunt, but I kind of rather eat because I'm low-key dying right now. Alright, so I'm a little late to the concert tonight. Most of the acts have already got on. Khaliber is playing right now, and as you can see, I've already got some earplugs in because these pony conventions, man, their sound systems are crazy, so I don't want to hurt myself. But yeah, I'm going to go record some of Khaliber's set that you can probably hear in the background right now as I approach the concert hall, and going to get him and then Apex Sky and Loophoof set, double set, so that should pretty much bring a wrap to concerts, which is sad to think. I missed most of them again this year because I can't help myself, but let's go see it.
Feeling high, yeah. Let's get lit tonight. Let me see your hands wave from side to side. If you're only high grade and you feel the vibes.
Ponystock just ended, and Loophoof and NeverLastStanding just closed us off. And I was approached by this guy right here, and what is your name to the camera, whichever you prefer?
I am the BomDiggityDotCom.
Alright, and he said you are starting a YouTube channel with a video you filmed right here at Everfree Northwest?
That is right.
Alright, so for everybody watching, keep an eye out for the BomDiggityDotCom, because it is coming. Alright, it's a pleasure to meet you, man.
You too. You're going to
Alright. So I forgot to record in my hotel room. I'm sitting for the How to YouTube panel right now. Last day for Everfree Northwest. I got red cards sitting right next to me, staring lovingly at the camera, increasing the video quality. And T-minus about 7 hours until PCD starts to sit in, but we're going to enjoy it as much as possible.
Oh, please, don't talk about that now.
Yep, I got Saber and Paleo
Don't.
sitting in front of me, so looking forward to what's about to happen. I'm going to try and enjoy it as much as I can before it's all over. Okay. So How to YouTube panel just ended. It's always cool to kind of get to pick those guys' brains because they know so unbelievably well how all of this stuff works on YouTube, and I am but a baby at the moment. So I am going to... I don't know what I'm going to do now. I think I might go to the VA lines again, see if I can get a few more autographs. But yeah, the con's kind of winding down, and this is kind of that moment where the pre-PCD kicks in. So I don't want it to end, guys. I've had a lot of fun here, so we'll see where it ends up. They do have Cartoon Court coming back, so I kind of get to see him again, so that's pretty cool. But until then, we'll see what happens. I was in the vendor hall, and I came across yet another very special person. There seems to be a lot of those here. Mr. DaWillstanator, a.k.a. Thespia.
Who's that guy? He sounds like a real jerk.
Oh, yeah. you hear mixed things. It's very nice to see you. I know you performed at the Grand Galloping Gala. It's nice to see you around here.
I did.
So something, and I don't know why people would be asking me about this out of all people, but I've had a lot of people asking about, as far as starting YouTube and kind of doing stuff like this in the year 2022. And I was wondering if you had any advice for people maybe starting out, because I feel like I've gotten asked that a few times, and I feel like I'm too new to the scene to really give an experienced answer.
Go at your own pace. Don't feel like you ever need to rush anything just for the sake of fulfilling the requirements of the algorithm. Like, I've always been the firm believer of quality over quantity.
Absolutely.
And if you do value the opposite, people will see that, and it'll reflect. So definitely go at your own pace. Find out, use that as a time to really find out what your strengths and your weaknesses are, and then you'll find out it's like, okay, maybe I can do something like this here, maybe avoid doing something like this in the future, and did that really blow over so well? Content creation is always a gamble, but I've always been also the firm believer of create something that you yourself would also enjoy watching, because if you enjoy what you make, then the audience will too, and even if they don't, if you like it, then who cares?
Right. I think that's a great answer. Quality over quantity is definitely something I agree with.
Absolutely.
Unless you're my channel, then you get neither. Well, thank you very much, good sir.
Absolutely.
So I'm here with everybody's favorite hippogriff and punching bag. Hello. And so my question for you is, if you end up watching this, there's about a 5-minute section where I'm just kind of simping over your content after going to your After the Fact live panel. And my question is, my kind of content is, I'm the guy to do live action skits and make jokes. And while there definitely is effort and thought that goes into that, it's not very critical or analytical most of the time. And as somebody, I'm always fascinated by just how well-read and intelligent you seem, and your analytical eye for kind of exploring these themes. Because every time I watch your videos or hear you talk about the show itself, I'm gonna get a better angle here. I'm always wondering, how do you approach something when it comes to reviewing that kind of looks into that thing? Because every time I watch your stuff, stuff, you always present a new idea associated with the episode that you're going over that I never even think about.
Oh, okay. Well, the first thing I do is I just watch the episode as a fan, as a person, just watch. And then I sit back for, it might take a little while, like go for a drive or something. But I think, why did I have this reaction here or that reaction there? Watch it again with those questions in mind, and then I begin to see what's working, what's firing. And then I ask, have I ever seen or felt that before? Is there something that invokes that? Okay, yes, this is kind of like that other episode. Well, what's the common thread? And that's where I hone in to do like a Google search on, say, the mythology of a dragon, or what is this journey of, say, I'm going to be looking at My Fair Lady and the episode She's All Yak. What's the point of that? What's the story trying to tell in both cases? So then I get to do a little bit of reading on that. And it's really just asking questions about why did I react this way, what stood out, and then how does this tie into the bigger picture, and how can I learn more about it? That's usually where Google comes in.
Oh yeah, because I know watching your videos, I'm thinking there's got to be a lot of research that goes into this.
As much as I can put in.
Yeah, because as somebody who started to do this, I feel like you don't want to spend too much time on certain things.
Not on just one thing. It's good to get a rhythm going.
Yeah.
It's good to get a rhythm going, and then you can experiment or delve into one particular subject with a few reviews under your belt.
All right. Well, I appreciate it very much. Thank you for your answer.
Thank you.
And I gotta say, you're looking mighty dapper today.
See, he thinks I look dapper this way.
No, he's not dapper. The rest of the ensemble looks dapper. He needs to die.
Well, hey, I know a lot of people who would kill, myself included, to regrow our hair that fast. So,
I mean, it turned me white prematurely.
Not when it looks like that.
Oh, see, she just wants some comb. That's what she wants.
Sweetie Bloom disapproves.
I disapprove greatly.
Well, we'll have to continue this conflict.
All right. So I don't know how I keep getting this lucky. Maybe it's just because I'm hanging out in the vendor hall. But I've also found Mr. Dustykatt here. So, obviously you are, now, and this isn't just me trying to butter you up, I swear, you are a very monumental figure in the community and a very beloved figure, and you've done so much and been a part of so many projects and so many things. And so my question is, as difficult as this might be for you to answer, as far as doing stuff for the fandom, how long you've been in it, what's some of your favorite things that you've done when it comes to YouTube projects or conventions? Because I feel like you've kind of been around and done it all.
Well, I've done a bunch, but under YouTube content, it's something that has absolutely nothing to do with Brony, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because back in furry fandom, I was a part of a group called Furry Night Live, and what we did was a samurai movie. So we got a whole bunch of people together, wrote a samurai script, and actually went out and shot a samurai movie in fursuits.
Oh, really?
And it's still up on YouTube.
Oh my gosh, and is that under your channel, or where is that at?
No, that's actually under the Furry Night Live channel, I think, or if you look for the Under the Same Sky is the name of it, but you have to put fursuit behind it because there's another movie from Japan that came out. So Under the Same Sky fursuits, and see if you can figure out which one is me.
Alright. Well, that's pretty awesome. I was unaware, until I went to a panel earlier, because I remember you talking about that a little bit. I was unaware that you actually were in the furry fandom before you came here, but it makes sense thinking about it now.
They call me a gray muzzle for a reason, because I started like 89.
I just thought it was the magnificent mustache.
Opening statement, please. Well, first off, I'd like to thank you all for being here today. I know that it's never an easy thing when you receive your jury summons. However, that being said, I want you all to make some noise as we go after this one. Yeah! No, make some noise! I think we all know that there's been something fishy, aptly, going on. How can one family go for generations, with money for a farm in this economy? Are you kidding me? There's clearly some background stuff going on here. And here today, we're going to be getting to the bottom of it.
Through tumult, through loss, through Paris sprites and dragons, through a really douchey centaur and all the manner of destruction around them. I put to you, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, that this member of the Proud Apple family, who has been there before there was even a Ponyville, has done everything to be a pillar of strength and support in our community. And now here our opponents seek to bring her down to smear their good names of the element of honesty. Irony! And we posit to you, ladies and gentlemen, that the Apple family is not only innocent, but worthy of celebration for all that they have done for Ponyville and Equestria.
My Little Pony. My Little Pony. We've all seen Generation 4 of My Little Pony, and who out there loves Generation 4? Here today, we have dear Pinkie Pie from Generation 4 of My Little Pony, who is dealing with an imposter.
It is the process in which a unicorn recycles the old to give birth to the new, to the restored, to take something old and tired and dare I say, and to create something new and imaginative. Our client, Izzy Moonbow, took the old, added her own spin, and created a derivative work. Something unique and wonderful in its own right, with only a passing resemblance to what has come before. And might we add that what has come before came before in G3.
There's a better, more optimal way to deal with those problematic antagonists in our lives. And I think Starlight was really nice that the show could easily just sort of be like, alright, we've reformed the villain, they're good now, that's all well and good, on to the next villain. But Starlight was really nice as like this case study of, well, what happens like when you have someone who understands that they've done some crummy things.
Hi, Kelly.
It's like you summoned me.
Hi there.
It's got really quiet at the con. I wasn't hearing nearly enough chanting or marching, and I thought, you're up to something. Maybe we'll learn together. Inspire me against.
We were having
on my behalf.
no. It was we were having kind of a cult meeting.
That's good.
But we were just talking about equality and why everybody should be equal or whatnot.
Thank you. You're on brand then.
But Kelly, it is such a pleasure to have you come join us.
It's a pleasure to be here, and I would probably dub the mastermind behind the Renegade, perhaps. And I have a special gift for you as a result. It's a limited edition. You guys have never seen something like this before. It's so ridiculous.
Wow.
It's a toilet paper. Exactly the core of your Starlight. So this is a special gift for you, my friend. And I just wanted to come in and say thank you so much for all of your support. You're all amazing. All kidding aside, you're just like the most fantastic fans ever, and I really, really appreciate it.
So we just checked out our hotel room, and I'm walking back towards the elevators, and I just got done with Cartoon Court, which is probably the only time I've been happy to be on jury duty, and then TaylorBoweMcardle's Glimmer Gang vs. the World panel. So now it's time for me to go get something to eat, and then probably just sitting at the charity auction for a little while until closing ceremonies and PCD begins. I had so much fun this weekend, but I don't want it to end.
$25. All right, here we go. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. 100. Anybody else? 100 going once. 100 going twice. Sold for $100.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, careful about it. There you go. Look at this thing. If you're local, look at this thing. That would look beautiful at one of your parties. It would. How about 200? 200. I like 5. We got the players at 5. How about 6? How about 7? How about 8? How about 9? 9. Anybody else? 9. 9 going once. 9 going twice. Sold for $900. We're working on it.
Thanks everybody, I had so much fun this weekend and I hope to see you all next year. Watch out for Make Your Mark Chapter 2 coming out September, I think it's 26th. So, yeah.
Beautiful person, good friend of mine. Artist of Sony.
I love this band, man. $40,000 for charity. $40,000 for charity, and it's not over.
$200. $200. $250. What? 3. 350. 4. 450. 5. 550. 6. 6 going once. 6 going twice. Sold $600.
Everfree Northwest 2022 convention. See, I got the year right this time. From Marika Hendricks, Gilbert Stardust, Gilda equals dweebs, Sonata equals tacos. Everfree Northwest 2022 is all awesome. Thank you, Marika. Signed, of course, by Marika. Starting it off at $200, because that's a nice price point. I see lots of fans. Dusty, our final item, you want to take it away?
Take this, I'll take that.
I'll take this. You.
All right, okay, here we go. 200, 220, 240, 260, 280, $300, 350, 375, $400, 450, 450. Anybody else? 450. Oh, where? I ain't seeing nothing. My brain's not working. I got one here.
I think it is just the one. That's
just the one. 450 going once. 450 going twice. Sold for $400. I have one more thing. The illustrious Andy Price just handed this to me. And it says, good for 1 single figure grayscale marker commission. So we're going to start this off at $180. 180. One there. Way up with your hand, sir. Way up with your hand. $180. 2, 220, 240, 240, 260, 280, 3, 320, 320. Anybody else? 320, 320 going once, 320 going twice. Whoa! Right there in front. Thank you. $400. Out. In. $400 going once. $400 going twice. So!
From Joe Cunningham of Washington Autism Alliance. Are you happy with that total?
That is fantastic. You guys are amazing. So appreciate it. Give yourself a round of applause.
We're waiting. That's it.
That is 43,917. Is that the correct number? 43,917.
Well,
I'm going to give you...
Does that account for the 412 that came in the instant buy, Ryuji? Does that account for the $412 from the instant buy? It does. Okay, so that's our final
That's our final number? I'll give you $83. Make it 44.
Northwest. Probably one of the best ways you can end off the 10-year anniversary. So now we just gotta not cry through closing ceremonies. And then it's over. I want to go home. Not fair.
We love to hear. It has been such a wonderful time this weekend, seeing all of you making new memories, reminiscing on memories of the past. 10 years. 10 years we have been doing this, and it's all thanks to you. So give yourselves a round of applause. We are very happy to announce that the total for this year, attendance count, 1,762. Thank you all so much for coming. Thank you so much for that kind of support for this incredible community. And that's not the only impressive number that we have to share with you. I know many of you, most of you, were probably here for our charity auction, yeah? But thanks to you and your generosity, we have been able to beat our all-time record for charity with $44,000 here. Absolutely incredible to see that kind of support. It's mind-blowing, really, every single year to see the kind of generosity from this community. I don't think I've heard of that kind of generosity really from any other fandom. It's something that is very unique and very special to our convention family here. So once again, thank you so much, and give yourselves a round of applause for that. Really tough part. We're getting very near the end here. And I just want to take a moment again to thank everyone from the bottom of my heart for coming and supporting us here at our 10th birth anniversary event. It is absolutely incredible to me personally as someone who has been here as an attendee since the first event, to see the fact that we have been able to last this long. It's difficult to put into words how meaningful that is to me, and what makes it better, if I can get through this. What makes it better is knowing that so many of you have a similar experience, that this event provides something for you. There's some reason that you choose to come back, but I know you have a choice, and I thank you for making that choice to spend that time with us. There's so much that can happen in 10 years, but one thing that does not change in that time is the dedication that this community brings to this event each and every year. So on behalf of all of us here at Everfree Northwest, I want to thank you so much for coming. We have so much more to look forward to. We have so much to celebrate regarding the last 10 years of Everfree, and I look forward to the next years, the coming years. One thing I know is that putting on a show like this is not something that any one person can do. And for me personally, I have decided, made a very difficult choice, that it's time to pass the torch. So I would like to take this moment to invite to the stage the chair and vice chair for Everfree Northwest 2023, Button and Repellent.
Trusting us to make this con special for you guys. And thank you so much to Ruth Alice for stepping up to be my vice chair next year. I'm so excited to work with you.
I've been your director of operations for a few years, and I'm excited to make the con spectacular for you in this one.
For our beloved hard to make Everfree special for the last several years. Ruth Allison, get a hand.
Are you good? Kick it off. All right. I think we have another joining us on stage for something very special.
Okay, it's business time. So, I have some unfortunate news to share with everyone.
Don't say that, please!
Scope isn't here! We can continue! I have a couple of things to mention. There's this little matter of the pillar of community for leadership. And you guys came through and voted en masse. Lots of different good names came through. And overwhelmingly, you guys voted, made your voice heard, and I'm here to award our pillar of the community for leadership to Cole. So we have some lovely gifts for the new con chairs as well. Coming back here. Coming back in August. And we'll be here August 11th through the 13th. In addition, I have a little tidbit of information to share that we are working on very diligently. Nothing to absolutely confirm, but I will confirm that we are working on it and we'll make it happen all physically possible. That we will have the main 6.
We invite you to join us after the conclusion of closing here for our feedback panel in the Lunar Room. That's the middle room over in our side panels. The time there says 6:15. We're basically just going to start it as soon as we can get over it.
I only have one thing.
Oh boy. All right, folks. Thank you. Thank you for 10 years of Everfree. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you for your friendship. We will see you all next year.
So that was a wrap on Everfree Northwest 2022. I'm going to try not to run into anybody walking away. So there might be another meetup tonight. I might be meeting up with PrinceWhateverer, MelodyBrony, and a bunch of others for dinner. I don't know how I ended up befriending so many people that are insanely more talented than me, but I'm not going to complain, so that might be in the works. But as for the convention itself, it is pretty much over. People are going to start leaving, and the city of Seattle will no longer be flooded with bronies, which is extremely depressing, but it's already been announced for next year. They said they're going to try and get all of the main 6 and I guess the main 5 too. I don't know, but that is insanely impressive. I'm going to do everything I can to come back next year. I'm definitely going to be at HarmonyCon and hopefully Everfree Northwest again next year. And I feel super motivated to do more content and keep trying to grow and just keep doing things for this fandom, because I mean, I think Even though it's only been 6 months I've been to a convention, I think I've gotten a reminder just how amazing this fandom truly is and just how worth it everything I'm doing is. So, yeah. There might be a couple more check-ins, and I have no idea how this vlog is going to turn out. The footage may be all god-awful, because I know there are a few scenes that are probably going to be pretty shaky, so hopefully I don't give anybody motion sickness or epilepsy from the concert, but yeah. I have a lot more in store. And if you made it all the way through this vlog, I can't thank you enough, because I'm sure this is going to be a bit of a pain to edit, because I'm going to try and do it as professionally as I can, but thank you all very much. And I may have a few more things to show you all after this, but as for Everfree Northwest itself, this is Ambazar signing off. After Everfree dinner. When you come to the realization that all your friends are more talented than you are. Alright, so I just got done eating dinner with some very talented people, and now it is off to the airport. I will miss you, Bellevue. Alright. So, at the risk of sounding a bit mushy, I just want to give a huge shout out to my buddy Mr. B here, aka Random Dash, aka Mr. B, anything Mr. and everything. B, yeah. He's been my roommate for this entire convention. He's basically been a tour guide. He kind of explored the area before I ever touched down on my flight. And this weekend would not have gone as smoothly without him. He's been absolutely awesome to me, so I appreciate it, dude.
Yes, sir. Fun times. Fun times.
So I'm about to head to the airport and leave Seattle once and for all, but I had a whole lot of fun. There's not really much I would have changed, so until next year, Everfree. Until next year.
It's sad.